Fast ampersand Furious. Not to be confused with The Fast and the Furious. That's a whole different movie, right? The Fast, the Furious, Fast ampersand Furious. Because in one case you have way too many words, you know. And look, if there's anybody who doesn't want words, it is Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel. I mean, it's a good thing that guy can drive really fast because he can barely talk at all. I mean, have you seen his profile? It's like one of those evolution of man things where, you know, the monkey starts and ultimately becomes a human being. He's like some kind of, I don't know. When did Australopithecus get their own SAG card? When did that happen? Parts of this movie happen at the FBI, and you know you're at the FBI because they have laptops. You know, if you're in a workplace with laptops and suits, in a Vin Diesel movie, that's the FBI. This movie is proof that if you drive really crazy, you can be surrounded by lots of bare midriffs. Lots of groovy bare midriffs. I don't know about you, but, you know, when I drove crazy coming back from this movie, I was surrounded by flashing red lights. And the only bare midriff I met in the jail was a guy named Jose. This is one of those movies about an illegal street race to support drugs, I guess, because drugs and illegal street racing, you know, whatever, hand in hand. So there's a cartel, and the cartel is an illegal street race cartel because you got to join together in cartels if you're, you know, racing streets illegally. But the best part was that some of these illegal street races were under a mountain. There was actually a magical tunnel that opened up, and then the cars would race underneath the mountain. It was like under a mountain street race. And, you know, it's a little bit of incredulity, a little bit of incredulity. Now, Vin Diesel's car was not just gasoline-powered, it was nitro-powered. Nitro-powered. Paul Walker's car was warp-powered. So you tell me who's going to win this race. I appreciate a fine body regardless of its make. That's my Vin Diesel imitation. Okay? Don't judge me. That guy's made a career out of it. We're all rooting for the drag racers. All rooting for those drag racers. You know, because we all want to be cool like the drag racers. Yeah, because that's so cool. It's cool not to go to school. It's cool to be arrested. It's cool to have ink. Yeah. This is an adrenaline-pumped ride, folks. I kid you not. You got to enjoy Vin Diesel and Paul Walker. First of all, you're lucky to be able to enjoy Paul Walker in anything, let's face it. Vin Diesel, that guy, it's amazing that his mouth actually forms words because you know his brain doesn't register them. So this movie, first weekend, makes $72 million. $72 million. This movie, this weekend. This is the fourth movie of its type. These things are going to keep coming. We're going to have to name whole towns after Fast and Furious. It's going to be Fast and Furious, California, from now on. Vin Diesel is going to be the new governor. You watch. Okay, so there are these illegal street races going on. So the FBI says, you know what, we want to infiltrate this cartel, this drug cartel, this gang, through these illegal street races. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to enter a rider in the race. We're going to enter a rider in a streetcar race that's illegal. We, the FBI, are going to put our own rider in an illegal streetcar race. That is how you combat crime? Are you kidding me? You put your own rider in the race? You're the FBI. You could shut down the race. No, we're going to put our own rider in the race. Why shut it down? We can have our own rider in there. And he can look like Paul Walker. He can look a lot like Paul Walker. I don't know how much horsepower is underneath that hood of Vin Diesel's car, but I do know there's not very much horsepower underneath that bald head of his. So what's the final word on Fast ampersand Furious? Well, it's Google ampersand. Look it up, kids. It's It's remarkably good. I hate to say it, but it's actually remarkably entertaining. I know. I know.